Welcome back. In a relief to the makers of an upcoming Hindi film, the Madras High Court has lifted the stay on the screening of the film Arakshan. The movie is slated for an August 12th release and will go on as scheduled. The complainant withdrew his petition following an out-of-court settlement. It was just yesterday that the Madras High Court had stayed the release when a financier alleged default of 3.75 crores by the film producer. The Madras High Court today ordered a notice to Union Shipping Ministry, the Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board and other agencies in a review petition filed by Chennai Port Trust against an earlier order of the court asking Chennai Port to shift dusty cargo such as coal and iron ore to Ennore Port by the 1st of October 2011. The petition asked the court to review its earlier decision considering the welfare of nearly 8,000 employees of the Chennai Port. The court ordered the notice on this issue in 2 weeks. Now, the Supreme Court, meanwhile, today has held that students are entitled to get photocopies of their answer sheets under the RTI Act. CBSE and other state education boards had earlier opposed giving their answer sheets to students, saying since there were lakhs in numbers attending the board examinations, it would be a huge task, thus affecting their work. However, the Apex Court rejected their arguments today. In some international news, the British Prime Minister David Cameron flew back from a family holiday in Italy to chair emergency meetings as rioting spread from London to other cities around Britain. Some MPs have been urging the government to impose curfews, involve the army in the operation to restore order and even allow the police to maybe use water cannons. Cameron has said rioters will face the severest of punishments.
I've come straight from a meeting of the government's COBRA committee for dealing with emergencies, where we've been discussing the action that we will be taking to help the police to deal with the disorder on the streets of London and elsewhere in our country. I've also met with the Metropolitan Police Commissioner and the Home Secretary to discuss this further. And people should be in no doubt that we will do everything necessary to restore order to Britain's streets and to make them safe for the law-abiding. Let me first of all completely condemn the scenes that we have seen on our television screens and people have witnessed in their communities. These are sickening scenes of people looting, vandalizing, thieving, robbing, scenes of people attacking police officers and even attacking fire crews as they're trying to put out fires. This is criminality, pure and simple, and it has to be confronted and defeated.
Moving on, but staying with international news, the man in charge of Standard & Poor's, the company that downgraded America's credit rating, has an Indian connection, it seems. Devin Sharma, president of Standard & Poor's, was born in Jharkhand and also got his first engineering degree there. Here's a special report.
After MS Dhoni, Jharkhand will probably have another name perennially in the limelight now. On August 5th, Standard & Poor's, led by Jharkhand-born Devin Sharma, struck off the AAA rating of the US. Born in 1955, Sharma went to school in Dhanbad and then to the prestigious Birla Institute of Technology near Ranchi and got his engineering degree from here in 1977. He then went to the US. Sharma came to Standard & Poor's in 2006 as an executive vice president.
जब हमको मुझे पता लगा कि हाँ देवेन शर्मा जी का जो इसमें स्टैंडर्ड एंड पुअर में प्रेसिडेंट है और उनका जो भी असेसमेंट हुआ उनका असेसमेंट का बेसिस पर ही अभी यूएस का क्रेडिट रेटिंग घट गया है, ये सुनकर हमको हम लोग को बहुत अच्छा लगा और वी टेक प्राइड इन इट.
एक एनालिस्ट या उतना बड़ा एनालिसिस करना और एक डिसीजन लेना वो उनके लीडरशिप क्वालिटी को भी दिखलाता है और उनके इंटेलिजेंट अप्रोच को भी दिखलाता है. तो एज ए BITN, एज ए बैचमेट, वी ऑल फील प्राउड ऑफ हिम अनडाउटेडली एंड ऑफ कोर्स देश के लिए भी एक बड़ी उपलब्धि है.
In America, though, the reactions to the downgrading have not been kind. President Obama has said that he still believes America is still an AAA country, no matter what the rating agency says. As head of Standard & Poor's, it will be Sharma's task to do the firefighting. So far, Sharma has maintained a low profile, only saying that the ratings were done in an objective manner. But it does seem the Jharkhand boy may have to defend his agency's action many more times in the days to come. With Haribansh Sharma in Ranchi and Alok Sharma, Ambika Verma, NDTV.
On to some national news. In the line of the opposition's fire over the Kalmadi appointment row, the sports minister today lost his cool and threw away his earphones in anger when BJP's Yashwant Sinha launched a scathing attack at him. A ruckus broke out over a comment made by Yashwant Sinha on Ajay Markan. Moving on, today there was also heated debates in both houses of the parliament on the Commonwealth Games fiasco. Senior BJP leaders say the blame for the Commonwealth Games cannot be laid solely at Suresh Kalmadi's door and have accused the sports minister, Mr. Markan, of misleading the house.
Political establishment is accountable to this country. That you created a system in which in a whimsical and fanciful manner works are going on overpriced. The central government a little worse because you created a mechanism for the games which was contrary to all arrangements. Sir, every Commonwealth game, every Olympic game, every Asian game is awarded to the association. Mr. Markan should know this. But there is always a government-headed organizing committee because governments pay, taxpayers pay.
Meanwhile, members of the BJP youth wing held protests outside the parliament. The protesters of the party reached the Rajpath main gate of parliament where barricades were erected. Immediately, the gates were closed and the security alerted. Now, here's another of those astounding stories from Mayawati land. After the statue and the procrastination at her feet, the Uttar Pradesh government has now earmarked a whopping 26 crores for the sole purpose of providing security to the Chief Minister, Ms. Mayawati. The money will be used to buy ambassador cars and 10 drama vehicles. Another 20 crores have been earmarked for the upkeep of 2 state government bungalows allotted to Mayawati in Lucknow. In addition, 1/4 of the state's supplementary budget has been allocated to pro-Dalit schemes. Up ahead on the news tonight, Aditya Mehta claims his title in Chennai as snooker king after a long final that was definitely worth the wait.